of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
Okay, so hopefully this video will get to upload. So this is my video. I came for the former Vice President of the United States of America, the recent former Vice President, Kamala Harris. This is so bad. Burping like this on my YouTube channel is so bad. I just had something, guys. I never knew I could burp so fast. I'm sorry. Now, Kamala Harris, obviously, the dust has been settled. She had lost the election to President Trump, and she disappeared. So this brings me to my YouTube channel. So one of the highlights of the presidential campaign between Kamala Harris and President Trump was when the president was being interviewed by some black female journalists, and he made a statement that Kamala Harris turned black. she was never black before. One of his humorous utterance. And it kind of give me a like something is there about that statement. And I'm telling you, this world is a funny world, because Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris seems to more, she does make it appears that she's black. I don't think anyone can deny that. I mean, physically she's black, but you know, some people get mixed. They will more speak on one side or the other. Depends on what their history is about, what their upbringing is about. And even Pop Smoke, rest in peace, you know, he speaks more of his Panamanian side and not the Jamaican side, because that's the side that that raised him, and that's the side of the family that he knows. So Kamala seems as if she was mostly raised by her mom, who's of Indian descent, and she wasn't so much around her father, who's a black Jamaican, and probably wasn't around her Jamaican side of the family, looking back in her years growing up. And I think that's where the problem lies. Please, guys, the few that watch this video, there's a very little few, just focus and put in context what I'm saying. I haven't really much studied what the people of India are like, and my kids are also of Indian descent. Their great-great-grandfather, their grandfather was born in India. So they are also of Indian descent. I don't know much about those people historically, but obviously I can speak on Jamaican. And Jamaicans have an indomitable spirit that invoke a sense of pride and the fight of to stand and let the oppressors or the ops, as these young people will say, or the colonizers, that they are somebody and they want to be recognized as somebody. And yes, I understand probably geographically give them an advantage because England was way up there and Jamaica was way down there in terms of geography. And the few they sent to be masters of the land was not able to fight the Maroons, and that is how we had won our freedom way before Americans, blacks in America start to fight for their freedom. And it's not a competition, but anybody can tell you, for a small island nation, it is well known around the world and well known for their power to fight for equality, for justice, and for freedom. And if Jamaica is not one of the first country to do something, best believe it's the second, third, or one of the earliest to do anything to push the nation forward. So basically, black right. And when Jamaicans go abroad to other countries, they are the one that lead the struggle for equality, the fight for equality. We are the ones, not say they, we are the ones that push for justice. It's well documented the kind of people Jamaicans are. And I'm coming for you, Madam Vice President, because as I luckily I still let me listen to your concession speech for the first time just today, and this video will be uploaded probably by today or by tomorrow. And I hope it's not deleted because of the vocal that comes from you in the background there. You're saying not to give up a fight. Now, let me put things in context. The last two male campaigners or opponents who ran for president, the best way to put it, they faced obstacle. They did not give up. At the time when then Vice President Biden was getting ready for fight to campaign to put himself up for the presidency of the United States of America, he faced a tragedy, and his life, he has faced tragedy before. And his battle to the presidency has been one that has been documented. He has struggled for years, for decades. And he had a death in his family. And he was able to run for presidency after his vice president term was over. And then we get Madam Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former First Lady. And she lost to Donald Trump. And I'm going to get back a little bit on Madam Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. She lost to President Trump, and she disappeared from the radar. She technically disappeared from the radar. Trump won. Biden, the ducks lined up for President Biden. He ran against Trump while President Trump was running for re-election. And he won. And I'm wondering, is this a battle of the sexes? Because Biden won, and he deemed not ready to fight for re-election. Kamala came in. She lost to President Trump, and he's now the president. Biden, after being vice president, never went away. Even during his presidency is also well documented. I'm using that word very often. Or he was down in the poll, and he was winning a primary. And he went to one of the Carolinas, I think it's South Carolina. He won that primary, and the rest is history. But he never backed down until recently, which I think he should have, I agree, he should have stepped down and give it to Kamala. And I always state, and I stated that he should have done 2 years and stepped down and let Kamala take over. She would have been, I think she would have been challenging the primary. Should have more time as president, more experience, and she probably have done better. If there was a primary Democratic Party, as Nancy Pelosi say, former House Speaker, probably that would have been a better option for the Democratic Party. But anyway, Biden never stepped away. Hillary ran away, disappeared. Obviously, we know Trump, which is craziness. He didn't go away either. Trump didn't go away. President Trump, he made his claim about the election was rigged. He stayed the course on that topic. He was visible. He went up for re-election. He lost to Biden. He came back again and he won over Kamala. And what happened, guys? Vice President Kamala disappeared. She disappeared. And, okay, you can say it's a reach because, Madam Secretary of State Hillary, she's, of course, Caucasian. And, but I think the difference with Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris is that Hillary has been in the public eye since basically saying in the 90s, early 90s, when her husband was the president of the United States. He won 2 terms. Then she became senator became a senator in New York. Then she became Secretary of State. So, in some sense, Madam Secretary Clinton has done her time. And losing this election, you could say it is understandable if she packed it in and disappear. But Vice President Kamala, I don't know if you have lost the Jamaican way or your Jamaican spirit. It is very disappointing. And listen to your consistent speech. Listen to your consistent speech and all that you have said about this fighting and the foolishness about stars. The stars are far away. You left, you lost the election and you left the Democratic Party for dead. And you look at President Trump during the campaign and say it's a disgrace. That is a disgraceful act. And I hope this video gets to you. I'm being arguing. I do not like to do video on this because the world do not need this type of again, I use the word utterance. We're living in crazy times. And the world and America has faced a lot of struggles over the last couple of years. COVID, natural disaster, even the first Trump presidency, and so I'm not going to get into that, but you left the Democratic Party figure, and I find that you were given the opportunity to go to third base to run in home. You strike out, and then you just left the team. Not finish it was a World Series, not finishing, your spirit was gone and over with. Because after President Trump won, everybody's wondering who is the leader of the Democratic Party. Madam House Speaker Nancy Pelosi stepped down. She gave it to Hakeem Jeffries from New York. Chuck Schumer again. No, he's the Senate minority leader, also from New York, the senator from New York. He has done his time. Look what happened recently of him being not sure, not going with his caucus of if he should have let there be a government shutdown or not. And he said he wouldn't allow it. Many House members did not agree with him. And I'm telling you, Madam Vice President, you need to take down that suit, dust it off, put that stupid smile and laugh away, and get me into business and get a hold of the Democratic Party. You are not done yet. You are not over it. And you need that Jamaican spirit, for God's sake. That Jamaican spirit in you. And I try to get a little research before I came about Nani of the Maru, who they say has no kids, but somehow they say many Jamaicans trace their root to being a descendant of Nani of the Maroon. She was skillful. She did not show herself. As Ariga said, the Maroons where the trees come alive because of the camouflage they get to defeat the British, to get their freedom from the British. Yes, they make some treaty that was the place, but the Maroons in Jamaica, we are led the way in fighting for equal rights and justice. The Ngani, the Maroons, Marcus Garvey, Sir Alexander Bustamante, he may be of a white descent, but he's that Jamaican spirit, fight for independence from freedom, along with his cousin Norman Manley. It's just that Norman Manley wanted to take West Indies Federation, and his cousin Bustamante say go it alone as Jamaican, as for Jamaica. Madam Vice President, it is disappointing. You are a disappointment. And you need to pick up yourself and let it be known that listen to your concession speech again and let it be known that you are back, you're ready to take the reins of the Democratic Party, and you are ready to take on President Trump. With anything that is not being done to move the country forward. The midterm elections are not far away. And I'm not saying that because to think that I'm pro-Democrat or pro-Republican. You understand? I'm not saying President Trump, some stuff he's doing is not right, and some stuff he's doing is you know, he's doing some stuff wrong and he's doing some stuff right. But what I'm saying, who leave their people left for dead? Not someone we got Jamaican genes running in them. Genetic. You got Jamaican spirit. So I'm not going to repeat myself over. I'm going to bring this video to an end. Kamala Harris, the first female vice president of the United States, the first African American vice president of the United States. It's supposed to be this way. Where the first president of the United States supposed to be the son of an African. And the first female vice president, a black woman, should be the daughter of a Jamaican. But we never had it easy. So, what that means, the fight you're saying your concession speech, again, you're going to put that stupid laugh down, pick up your suit, dust it off, get back out there and show who you really are, show what you're about, show your character, your mettle, your fighting spirit. Get to lead the Democratic Party that is in shambles and take on President Trump and do the right thing for these United States. And with that I say, God bless y'all, God bless America. God bless the troops, God bless the man and woman in uniform. I do not like people who are no good, but God bless everyone. and have a good night. Again, please like, subscribe, and share, and make this be a vigor for discussion. Okay? Good night.